Hello, movie lovers. Bob for Bob's movie review here. And as July comes to a close, I'm bringing you guys your last shopping guide and reviews for the month. This one being for July 28th, 2020. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. Remember, you can find affiliate links to purchase all these movies down in the description below. So first up, guys, we have Orange is the New Black Season 7. And I'm sure you guys are, and I am as well, very sad that they're only releasing this season on a DVD. The first 6 were all available on Blu-ray. They could have just thrown us a bone and made this one on Blu-ray as well. It is a little disappointing, too, to see some of these streaming shows getting released on lower quality physical media, and maybe in a way that's a strategy to get you interested in the streaming service, as you can stream Orange is the New Black Season 7 in high definition on Netflix, but you can only purchase it in standard definition. I don't know. That's just kind of something I'm seeing. They're releasing lower versions on physical media. I am glad that they did at least release the 7th season. It is, as I stated, releasing only on a DVD. Walmart $19.96, Amazon and Target $24.99, Best Buy $27.99. Now, I have not received a copy of this one for review. Not sure if I will be in the future, but I have not received one yet. I'm about halfway through it on Netflix, and I've supported this show. I don't know. I don't think I started right when it came on, maybe it's season 2 or so I started watching it. But I really enjoyed it, and I really like it, and I think this season's pretty good. But next up is Dead Dick. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Best Buy $17.99, Walmart $19.95, and Target no listing. Also releasing on a DVD, Amazon and Best Buy $13.99, Walmart $19.95, and Target no listing. Artsploitation Films did send me over a copy of Dead Dicks for review, and I posted an unboxing of this. If you'd like to check that out, just search for Dead Dicks on my channel. Now this is a very strange, very interesting movie about a young man who has some mental issues and probably some depression, and he decides he's going to kill himself, and he comes back to life with his previous dead body or bodies to be found. His sister comes to check on him and finds these dead bodies. Now, there's this strange thing going on in his room where once he kills himself, he comes back through a hole in the wall, and he's just trying to figure all this out. And it's like once you see your dead body, like all the memories come back. This is a very interesting, a very original idea. I can't think of any movie I've ever seen like this. It's a well-acted movie. I would say this movie is maybe more comedy than horror. Very interesting. I'm a little disappointed in the ending. Unfortunately, I feel like they don't really answer what happened, and they leave it too open-ended, and it has a real abrupt ending. I did really enjoy this one, though, guys. I think it's, a very unique, very original movie. Definitely something to check out. I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5. Next up is Gundala. This one will be releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Best Buy $16.99, Target $19.89, and Walmart no listing. Also releasing on a DVD. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $14.99. Walmart no listing. Now, Well Go USA did send me over a copy of Gundala for review, and I did post an unboxing of this. If you guys would like to check that out, just search for Gundala on my channel. Now, I believe this is supposed to be the first in a series of movies about a superhero. So this movie takes place in Indonesia. This movie does have Indonesian, and then it does have English dubbing as well. I found the English track to be quite a bit lower volume than the Indonesian track. And then, of course, it does also have English subtitles. Now, this story is about a boy whose father is killed, and then his mother disappears, and he kind of has to fend for himself, and he seems to always be getting into trouble. He's always like, everybody's trying to attack him, and it seems like almost like people are trying to kill him, even though he's a little kid. and he meets somebody, just some other older kid or whatever, and he kind of trains him on how to fight. And then we kind of fast forward pretty quickly to him being grown up, and he's working as a security guard. And the city is like overrun by gangsters and mobsters and whatever, and you're kind of at the mercy of them. And he ends up, kind of trying to fight back, and then come to find out he's a superhero, and he turns into the superhero here you see by the end of the movie. Now, as I said, this is kind of supposed to be a series of movies, so it does have a real abrupt ending, as I'm sure they're planning to do one or more sequels to this as well. Now, I don't know, at the beginning they did kind of one of those like Marvel intros where they show a ton of heroes, so maybe this is kind of like a comic book series kind of thing. I'm not sure, but it's definitely an interesting movie. I feel like it was pretty well acted, a pretty interesting story. I feel like it was a little too long. They have the runtime on here, 120 minutes, so it was 2 hours. I would have liked to see 15 minutes cut off this, and it'd been perfect. But, it's definitely an interesting story, an interesting movie, and I like the characters. I give this one a 3.5 out of 5. Check this one out, guys. It's definitely an alternative to a lot of the superhero movies we have here in the States. Next up is Legacy of Lies. This one is releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Best Buy $13.99, Target $14.89, and Walmart $14.96. Now, Lionsgate did send me over a copy of Legacy of Lies for review, and I did post an unboxing of this. If you guys would like to check that out, just search for Legacy of Lies on my channels. Now, this is a Scott Adkins movie, and in this movie, he is a MI6 agent, or at least at the beginning, and he's trying to get these files or something, typical spy movie kind of stuff, and then there's an accident, and then we kind of fast forward to, I'm not sure how much later, but it's some time has passed. It says here a decade. He's no longer an MI6, and I don't know if they say like if he quit or he got fired or what happened, but now he's just a regular guy. And of course, as these movies go, you always got to get sucked back in, but they threaten his daughter, and the only way he can save her is to get back in, and he has to recover these files, and there's like Russians and I don't even know. People are trying to get it, and they think only he can find it. So he has to kind of play all the sides and try to get these files. Typical spy movie kind of stuff. But in this movie, there's a ton of action, a ton of hand-to-hand combat, and I feel like this movie does a really good job of making it feel authentic. Like the fighting really felt real, the shooting felt real. It didn't feel like a lot of these action movies they make more recently, where everything just feels so fake. There's really bad digital effects put in, and everything just looks bad, and you feel like it's just all computer. And this just felt so real, and it felt so authentic, and I really enjoyed the action, and I thought it was a lot of fun. The story, I was also happy that it didn't get bogged down by all the boring spy stuff that always happens. It was in there, but I just feel like it wasn't the focal point of the movie, and there's just so much action. There's no time to even take a breather, and it's a fun movie, guys. I give this one a 3 out of 5. Next up is Thirt13en Ghosts, releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon, Target, Walmart, $28.49. Best Buy, no listing. Next up, The Other Lamb is releasing on a Blu-ray, Amazon, Best Buy, and Target, $22.99. Walmart, no listing. Also releasing on a DVD, Amazon, Best Buy, and Target, $19.99. Walmart, $24.05. Next up, Wonder Woman is getting another 4K Steelbook. Is this the third Best Buy 4K Steelbook it's got? I pre-ordered it. It is releasing on a 4K Blu-ray and digital for $29.99. I checked yesterday and it hadn't shipped yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. Next up, The Outsider, the first season, is releasing on a Blu-ray. Walmart $24.96, Amazon and Best Buy $24.99, Target $29.99. It is also releasing on a DVD. Walmart $19.96, Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $19.99. Next up, NCIS Season 17 is releasing on a DVD. Target $29.99, Walmart $32.96, Amazon and Best Buy $39.99. And then Hawaii Five-0 Season 10 is releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Best Buy $39.99, Target $42.49, and Walmart no listing. I have a couple movies already available to review for you guys. First up, Universal sent over Burden for review. Now, I will have an unboxing of this. I haven't posted it yet. I knew I was missing something, but there should be one up soon. Now, this is the true story of a man. I can't remember what his name was, but his last name was Burden. This has Garrett Hedlund, Forrest Whitaker, Andrea Riseborough, and Tom Wilkinson. A really great cast, guys, and a really great movie. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, highly recommend this one. So it's based on the true story of this guy, and I don't know if they say South Carolina. I knew it was in the South, but I didn't remember if they really said exactly where. He's kind of not sure what happened to his family, but he was kind of raised by this guy, and this guy's full of hate, and he kind of introduced him to the KKK, and he kind of really instilled a lot of hatred in his heart, and he doesn't necessarily see how he acts or the person he is, and then he meets this woman, and he falls in love with her, and she has a son, and they're together. And she tells him, this isn't the life. This isn't the person you want to be. If you want to be with me, you're gonna turn your life around. And he ends up meeting this Reverend or whatever he was, played by Forrest Whitaker. And even though obviously these two guys aren't gonna get along too good, he wants to help him and turn around his life, and he wants just to, even though this guy was just like his enemy, he wants to be good to him and treat him good, and kind of turn around his life. And this is a really great movie, guys. I myself personally, I don't understand how people can judge people based off of the way they look or what, but that was a great movie, guys. Really topical, obviously, on the times, and I highly recommend this movie, guys. 4 out of 5, great performances from everyone in it. Very interesting movie. A lot of edge of your seat kind of moments where you're like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? This one also has Usher Raymond in it. Check that one out, guys. Next up, Epic Pictures sent over Circus of the Dead for review, and I did post an unboxing of this one. If you guys would like to check that out, just search for Circus of the Dead on my channel. Now, this is a movie about these killer and some cannibalistic clowns. Now, of course, clowns are always scary, but these clowns abduct these people, and they torture them, and they kill them. And I kind of had to question, they're in a circus, right? How does nobody notice there's all these people being captured, or there's all this rotting flesh, because they have cut up body parts all over there. I assume it's their trailer. I don't know if they really show where it's at, but it's got to be a trailer, right? If you're in a circus, you travel in a trailer. And so for whatever reason, they decide they're going to kidnap this guy's family, and he's going to have to do whatever they say so that he can save his family. And this movie is pretty messed up, guys. There's a lot of stuff that, in my opinion, just kind of goes too far. It goes over the edge of what I would consider to be to be correct in this kind of movie. There's just lots of violence, and I don't want to say exactly what happens, but I would consider this movie pretty similar to kind of some Rob Zombie films. If you guys are into that, this would be one worth checking out. Unfortunately, this movie's super dark, as in the lighting. A lot of times I just found it hard to see what was going on. It seemed like they're always in super dark lighting. There is lots of kind of gore and torture and stuff like that. I do feel like this movie does a pretty good job of just kind of giving you that fear of these men in makeup and that they're capable of absolutely anything. And to be honest, I kind of felt like this movie was less about these killer clowns and more about how much would you do to save your family? How far would you go, and what was morally right to do to protect your family? I feel like this movie was alright, guys, and I gave this one a 2.5 out of 5. Last up this week, guys, Paramount sent over Airplane on the Paramount Presents Blu-ray. I did post an unboxing of this. If you'd like to check that out, just search for Airplane on my channel. Now this, of course, is the classic 1980. That's classic, right? Parody of the airplane disaster movie. I don't know if these were like a lot more common back then. I don't see them too much now, of just these disasters that happen in airplanes and in flight. And of course, obviously, like, they're always the worst disaster in flight because there's nothing you can do. You know, you have no options. All you can do as a passenger is just sit back and hope the pilot will get you where you're going. So they're on this flight, and the passengers get food poisoning, and the pilots get food poisoning, and they have to land the plane safely. And there's just tons of over-the-top comedy, you know, just really silly puns and, you know, sight gags, sound gags. I mean, this has every kind of gag in it. And I've always really liked this movie. I don't know if, like, now it's because I've seen it so many times, I don't find it, you know, to be as funny. The more you watch it, it's harder to laugh. But I still love it, and I think it's funny. I give this a 3.5 out of 5. If you guys are into, like, parody movies, definitely check this one out. And this is a great addition. The Blu-ray looked great. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos. Check out the suggested videos. And for more movie news, check out my website, bobsmoviereview.com. And I'll see you guys next time.